I just realized that you're increasing the number of Tom Bombadils for every theory, aren't you?
Hello, YouTube. This is The Bookend. The book is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of
The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien.
For people who haven't heard of Lord of the Rings or haven't seen Lord of the Rings, probably just want to do that before watching this.
Spoilers.
Book learn talk. Toast.
BLT. Toast to BLT.
Toast to BLT time. All right.
Book talk learn.
All right.
I'm so excited for this. I knew you were being kind of vague earlier, so I'm glad I understand why now.
Hey, we're talking about Tom Bombadil, the greatest character that no one knows about. We need to learn. Just this character didn't make it into the movies. Very, very, very important part of the books.
Is that his actual song? Are those his lyrics?
Oh yeah, pay attention. There might be some lyrics sprinkled throughout the presentation.
His jacket is blue and his boots are yellow.
Okay, so what's going on here with Tom? People in the book describe him as eldest, fatherless, the first. He saves the hobbits. He loves to sing. The part of the book where like there's something up with Tom Bombadil. He asks Frodo, "Can I just try on that ring? Looks pretty," and he throws on his pinky real quick. He says, "Oh yeah, that looks nice," and then hands it back over. This is very important because this is the first time where Frodo actually tries on the ring, because he's amazed that it has no effect on Bombadil. So he's like, "Is it even still working?" And he tries it on, and this is the first time in the whole series that he tries on the ring. Also important to note, Tom Bombadil is one merry fellow. His shirt is blue, and his hat is yellow. Okay, so basically this whole presentation is a breakdown of different theories about what on Earth, or what in Middle-earth, Tom Bombadil is. First up, is he a callback to Tolkien's children? We know from many of the letters of Tolkien that his children had a doll that he called Tom Bombadil, that they were playing with, I don't know, in the 20s or 30s. So it's entirely possible that Tom Bombadil is just him saying, "Oh, kids, I put your bedtime character into my book," and the fact that he is not important enough to be included in the movies is just a sign that this is just a throwaway line, just throwaway chapters. This is just all for fun. Ha ha ha! I love you, kids. Theory number 2: Tom Bombadil is one of the Valar and the Maiar. The Valar are, I guess, within the lore of Middle-earth, are these kind of archangels. Melkor would probably be the most important one, because Melkor is the embodiment of discord and evil. And the Maiar are these primordial spirits that can take on the forms of powerful beings like Gandalf, Saruman, Sauron, all the wizards, the Barlog. We have a quote here from Lord of the Rings where Tom remembers the first acorn and the first raindrop. But the very important part to note here about why he isn't a Valar or Maiar is he was here before the Dark Lord came from the outside. According to the lore, Melkor, the embodiment of evil, was the first of the Valar to make it to Middle-earth. Since Tom was here before that, he's not one of the Valar. And then all the other Maiar who try on the ring are completely totally affected by it, but Tom isn't. So it means he's probably not one of the Maiar. Which brings us to theory 3. Could Tom Bombadil be the god of Middle-earth, Eru? So I guess the key quote from the book would be, "Tell me, who is Bombadil?" And Goldberry says, "He is." Clear biblical allusion here. Instead of like, "He is, I am." However, if we read into the letters of Tolkien, we can see that he's unambiguously stated that there is no embodiment of the one God inside of Middle-earth. So this theory, just right out. Number 4, Tom Bombadil is the embodiment of the music. As Katie knows, reading this book, you're just hit with like pages and pages and pages of music, and there's no more musical character than Tom Bombadil. For the lore of Middle-earth, the creation story of how it all works is basically the whole world is created out of music, and then its antithesis is the discord. So the fact that Tom has all these powers and is distinctly connected to music, is he like some sort of just spirit connected directly to music? Music is mentioned 50 times in like the 3 or 4 chapters that Tom Bombadil is mentioned.
I love that
lake.
meme.
I don't know. He was just here.
And then this particular song lyric actually seems like it might match up because he uses the music as his power. He talks to the barrow wights and he's like, "Come here never again. Leave your barrow empty, lost and forgotten, darker than the darkness." So he's controlling things via the music. So I kind of like this theory. There's nothing directly counteracting it, but there's nothing, like, no one's ever said anything to, like, Tolkien never supported it exactly. 35. Tom Bombadil is just evil. I mean, let's look at this. He lives in the forest, yet none of the hobbits had ever heard of him before. He can control the evil trees and the barrow wights. Maybe he's only allowing them through so they can defeat Saruman, and he can be the most powerful creature in Middle Earth. He seems to only have his powers within his special domain here in the forest. Maybe, no, he's not, being completely forthright here. Maybe he was sealed here in the forest in order to protect everyone else outside. Who knows? 36 and 7 kind of fit together. And this kind of gets into some maybe literary analysis mumbo jumbo, but Tom Bombadil might be the reader, or it might be Tolkien himself, self-insert into the story, talking about him being the eldest. Could be, I was the eldest, as in I was here before the books were written, or he's unaffected by the ring, yet seemingly he could save the world. They talk at the Council of Elrond, they actually talk about how or it's Gandalf and Elrond are talking about, we could just give the ring to Tom Bombadil. Maybe he could solve this problem for us. And Gandalf says, "Oh no, I don't." Maybe he could, but he'd probably just forget about the ring. And so this could just be Tolkien, the self-insert character, but he's choosing not to meddle with the story just to make the story better. Could making the ring appear, disappear, just be about opening and closing the book? And we have this kind of meta knowledge of, as the reader, of where the person wearing the ring is, just as Tom Bombadil does. Interesting. Theory 8: Tom Bombadil is the book The Hobbit. And again, this is kind of similar to the other ones. We have the quote here where Gandalf is talking to Elrond. Tom Bombadil, he kind of he feels like this kind of character that would exist in The Hobbit as one of these, chapter where Bilbo and the dwarves are traveling. He seems like the kind of character that they would meet, and just doesn't really seem to fit within this story as well. I guess the key here would be that Sauron has no power during The Hobbit. So when Bombadil is looking at the ring and has no context or doesn't really worry about it, this would be, I guess, in connection to, within The Hobbit. I guess if he was the book The Hobbit, he'd be like, I don't have any connection to this ring. I'm just a silly children's story.
I just realized that you're increasing the number of Tom Bombadils for every theory, aren't you?
I saw that 5 Bombadils ago.
But I think ultimately Theory 9 has got it down pat here. Tom Bombadil is just Tom Bombadil. I have many quotes from the letters of Tolkien here. Some things should just remain mysterious. He represents something I felt important, and I'm not prepared to analyze the feeling precisely. Even in mythical ages, there must be some enigmas. Tom Bombadil is one intentionally. I kept him in as he was because he represents things, certain things, otherwise left out. Thank you. So now you know all about the probabilities of Tom Bombadil.
Oh man, I'm really bummed they didn't put him in the movies. This was good. This was good.
Bye. Bye.